Today we're counting down the top 25 times superheroes went full berserker mode and reminded everyone why they don't need backup.
Stay here. I'll go.
Let's kick things off with the moment that made Diana Prince an instant icon for a whole new generation. After spending the first act of Wonder Woman learning about the horrors of World War I. Diana finally says enough is enough when she sees the suffering in no man's land. Steve Trevor literally tells her they can't save everyone, and Diana basically responds with, "Watch me."
No, but it's what I'm going to do.
She climbs out of that trench, deflects machine gun fire like she's swatting flies, and single-handedly liberates an entire village. The German soldiers must have been so confused, like their training definitely didn't cover what to do when an Amazonian goddess shows up with a shield and zero patience for their nonsense. What makes this scene so powerful isn't just the action, it's Diana's absolute conviction. She doesn't hesitate, doesn't second-guess herself. She sees people who need help and becomes an army of one to save them. Plus, that Hans Zimmer theme.
Nice.
This scene proved that female-led superhero movies could deliver epic action moments just as well as their male counterparts, and the box office definitely agreed. T'Challa might be a king, but he's got no problem getting his hands dirty in a Korean casino. This sequence is just pure stylish action from start to finish. Black Panther takes on Klau's entire crew. The way he moves through that casino, taking out goons left and right while Okoye and Nakia handle their own business, is just beautiful choreography. And can we talk about that car chase that follows? T'Challa literally jumping on cars, tearing them apart, and keeping pace with a high-speed pursuit through Busan's streets. The man makes it look effortless. What's great about this moment is how it showcases Wakandan technology and combat skills.
Show off.
While keeping everything grounded enough to feel visceral. T'Challa isn't just overpowering his enemies, he's outthinking and outmaneuvering them. It's a masterclass in how to film superhero action in real-world settings without losing that comic book energy.
Look at me, murderer!
Oh, mercy! King! Mercy!
Every breath you take is mercy from me.
Gotcha.
Okay, hear me out on this one. Peter Parker, stuck on a bridge, just his spider sense and quick thinking, facing down an army of killer drones programmed to eliminate him. This isn't your typical superhero beatdown, but it absolutely qualifies as a one-man army moment. Peter dodges hundreds of automated attacks using nothing but his enhanced reflexes and tactical mind.
Can't shake these drones!
It's like watching someone play a video game on the hardest difficulty and still pulling off a perfect run. Sometimes it's about pure skill, determination, and having reflexes that make the Matrix look slow. Plus, watching Tom Holland's physical performance here, knowing he's doing a lot of these movements himself, just adds another layer of appreciation.
Permission to come aboard.
Arthur Curry might have spent years being the punchline of superhero jokes, but James Wan said, "Not on my watch," and gave us this absolute banger of a scene. And it's just gorgeous chaos. The way this scene is shot, with that long continuous take following Arthur as he absolutely dismantles an entire mercenary team, what really sells this as a one-man army moment is how outnumbered Arthur is and how little he seems to care. He's taking on bullets, explosions, and enhanced weaponry with basically a shrug and a smirk. Jason Momoa's physicality and charisma turn what could have been a standard action scene into something genuinely memorable. Okay, technically, Bucky Barnes isn't the hero in this moment, but this sequence is so incredibly executed that it deserves recognition. The Winter Soldier stopping an entire convoy on a busy highway, taking out trained agents, and nearly killing Captain America and Black Widow is action cinema at its finest. What makes this terrifying is how efficient the Winter Soldier is. No wasted movement, no hesitation, just pure lethal precision. Catches Captain America's shield mid-throw and throws it back. Who does that? The whole sequence feels like watching a horror movie villain who happens to be in a superhero film. And it's absolutely chilling. The Russo brothers really showed everyone how to film action with this scene. It's clear, it's brutal, it's creative, and it's got real stakes. You genuinely believe this one man could take down everyone on that highway, and he nearly does. Plus, that knife flip? Come on, that knife flip alone earns this spot on the list.
I'll buy you some time, just keep going.
Shang-Chi gave us multiple incredible fight sequences, but the scaffolding battle is where things really escalated. Shang-Chi, taking on his father's entire organization on the side of a Macau skyscraper while everything literally crumbles around him, is peak martial arts cinema. The choreography here is insane. Simu Liu is moving through this collapsing environment like he's dancing, taking out highly trained assassins with beautiful, flowing combat techniques. It's like watching a Jackie Chan movie if Jackie Chan was also a superhero with mystical powers.
What does he want with the pendant?
Did America make you soft?
The way Shang-Chi uses the environment, the scaffolding, the bamboo, everything around him, as weapons shows the creativity that makes great action scenes legendary. And can we appreciate how this scene perfectly bridges traditional martial arts filmmaking with modern superhero spectacle? It's got the wire work, the practical stunts, and the sheer martial arts mastery we love from classic kung fu movies. But it's scaled up to Marvel blockbuster proportions. It's honestly one of the best choreographed fights in the entire MCU. If you want to talk about a one-man army moment that's equal parts badass and heartbreaking, this is Old Man Logan at his most feral, most desperate, and most heroic. When the Reavers attack, Logan becomes the Wolverine we've always known he could be, but rarely got to see at full R-rated capacity. He's brutalizing these attackers with his claws, protecting innocent people with everything he has left. The violence is brutal, unflinching, and absolutely necessary to show what Wolverine really does when he goes all out. What elevates this beyond just graphic violence is the context. This is a Logan who's dying, who's tired, who wants nothing more than to be left alone, but he still becomes a one-man army because it's the right thing to do. Hugh Jackman's performance here is phenomenal, showing both the animal rage and the human desperation underneath. It's beautiful, tragic, and unforgettable.
Get up, boy! Get up, boy!
Carol Carol Danvers finally figuring out her full power and immediately deciding to tear through a Kree warship is the kind of energy we all aspire to. After spending the whole movie with power dampeners and memory manipulation, Carol finally goes full supernova, and it's glorious. She flies through the ship like a human missile, blasting Kree soldiers, destroying technology, and generally making Ronan the Accuser rethink all his life choices. The smile on her face while she does it, that's the smile of someone who just remembered they're basically a god and has zero chill about it. What makes this such a satisfying one-man army moment is that it's Carol's moment of true liberation. She's breaking free from everyone who tried to control her. Every impossible feat is Carol saying, "You can't keep me down." It's empowering, it's exciting, and it makes you want to punch through a ceiling while glowing with cosmic energy.
Return to the jump point. We'll be back for the weapon.
The core.
The woman.
Say what you want about Batman v Superman as a movie, but that warehouse fight scene is perfection. This is the moment that made every Batman fan go, yes, that's Batman in a fight. Ben Affleck's Batman absolutely decimates an entire warehouse full of armed thugs to save Martha Kent, and it's the most comic-accurate Batman combat we'd ever seen at that point. The choreography is pulled straight from the Arkham video games, with Batman using every gadget, every environmental object, and every combat technique in his arsenal. He's grappling guys through floors, using their weapons against them, and fighting with a brutality that makes it clear why criminals fear the Bat. What sells this scene is the weight behind every hit. You feel every punch, every impact, every takedown. It's visceral, it's intense, and it proved that Batman absolutely can hang in a universe with Superman and Wonder Woman through pure skill and determination.
I'll kill her! Believe me, I'll do it!
I believe you.
Let's take it back to where the MCU really began. Tony Stark's first real mission as Iron Man, flying to Gulmera to stop the Ten Rings terrorists using his weapons, is the moment we realized this superhero thing might actually work in a modern context. Tony swoops in like a high-tech angel of death and systematically dismantles an entire terrorist operation. He's precise, he's powerful, and he's making a statement. This isn't just about stopping bad guys, it's about Tony taking responsibility for his weapons and becoming something better. The way this scene is shot, with the terrorists' perspective showing this red and gold figure appearing from nowhere and becoming their worst nightmare, is perfect. It shows Iron Man as both hero and horror, depending on which side you're on. Plus, that moment when he lets the villagers have their revenge on the terrorist leader? Chef's kiss. It's the scene that established Iron Man as more than just a guy in a suit. He's a one-man army with a conscience.
Let's get him out to the car.
This opening sequence from X2 set the bar so high for superhero action that movies are still trying to match it over 20 years later. Nightcrawler teleporting through the White House, taking out Secret Service agents left and right while Dies Irae plays in the background is just magnificent. The way Bryan Singer choreographed this, with the camera following Nightcrawler through impossible movements, the agents trying and failing to even touch him, the sheer chaos and confusion on everyone's faces, it's perfect. Nightcrawler makes the most secure building in America look like a playground, and he does it with acrobatic grace. What makes this a true one-man army moment is that Nightcrawler technically could have completed his mission if he wasn't being mind-controlled. He got closer to the president than anyone thought possible, and he did it by being basically untouchable. It's a masterclass in how to use a character's powers creatively, and it remains one of the most iconic superhero sequences ever filmed. The first real superpowered fight in Man of Steel, where Superman defends Smallville against Zod's forces, showed audiences what a modern Superman fight could look like with current visual effects technology. And let me tell you, it delivered. Clark Kent taking on trained Kryptonian soldiers who are trying to destroy his hometown is Superman. He's still figuring out his powers, he's outmatched in fighting skill, but he's got the heart of a hero and the determination to protect his home. Watching him throw Kryptonians through gas stations and IHOP restaurants while discovering his own strength is exhilarating. The impact of the scene can't be overstated. This was the first time we really saw Superman cut loose in a fight on screen, and Zack Snyder made sure every punch felt like it could level a building. Henry Cavill's physical performance, combined with the jaw-dropping special effects, created something we'd never quite seen before. It's destructive, it's intense, and it's everything a Superman fight should be. Thor's triumphant return to Asgard during Ragnarok, powered by the immigrant song and wielding his full lightning powers, is the moment Thor finally became the god of thunder we always knew he could be. And honestly, it's pure cinematic bliss. After being humbled and nearly broken by Hela,
even a blind man could see it.
Thor comes back with a vengeance. Lightning crackling around him, and proceeds to absolutely obliterate Hela's undead army on the Rainbow Bridge. The choreography, the lightning effects, the sheer power on display, it all combines to create one of the most crowd-pleasing moments in MCU history. What makes this so special is that it's Thor's true awakening. No hammer, no tricks, just pure godly power. He's not the cocky prince anymore. He's the king of Asgard, and he's making sure everyone knows it. The way Taika Waititi builds to this moment throughout the film makes the payoff so satisfying. Plus, Led Zeppelin never sounded so good over superhero action.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Matt Reeves' The Batman gave us a version of Bruce Wayne early in his career, still figuring things out, but absolutely terrifying to criminals. The opening sequence where Batman takes down an entire gang in a subway station is raw, brutal, and utterly mesmerizing. The criminals shoot him, hit him with pipes, gang up on him, and he just keeps getting back up like a horror movie monster. He fights like a brawler, someone who takes damage and deals it back tenfold. It's a different take on a one-man army moment, showing that sometimes being unstoppable isn't about avoiding damage, it's about being willing to take it and keep going.
Choose your words wisely. Fate of the multiverse may depend on it.
Got it. No pressure, then. Do not dare to enter these sacred grounds.
You have no idea just how reasonable I've been. This is me being reasonable.
Nail it.
Okay, so Wanda's technically the villain here, but this sequence is so incredibly executed as a one-woman army moment that it has to be on this list. The Scarlet Witch attacking Kamar Taj and going through sorcerers like a supernatural force of nature is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Wanda takes on literally hundreds of trained sorcerers and wins. Not just wins, dominates. She's reflecting spells, crushing sorcerers, bringing down buildings, and doing all of this while hunting for America Chavez like a slasher villain. Sam Raimi brought his horror directing expertise to this sequence, and it shows in the best way possible. What makes this such a powerful one-man army moment is the sheer scale of destruction and the feeling of inevitability. You watch this and realize nobody can stop her. Not armies of sorcerers, not ancient magic, nothing. It's the dark side of what these moments can represent, showing that unlimited power in the hands of someone willing to use it makes them virtually unstoppable. It's frightening, it's spectacular, and Elizabeth Olsen plays it perfectly. Before the MCU, before the superhero movie boom, there was Blade walking into a vampire blood rave and deciding everyone needed to die. And it still holds up as one of the coolest superhero introductions ever. Blade storms into that underground club and proceeds to turn the party into a vampire elimination event. The techno music, the blood sprinklers going off, the vampires desperately trying to escape while Blade hunts them down methodically. Just perfection. Wesley Snipes' Blade is cool personified. The choreography, the style, the unapologetic R-rated violence, it all combines to create a moment that influenced superhero movies for decades to come. This is where modern superhero cinema really started. And it started with a one-man army cutting through enemies like they weren't even there. Tom Holland's Spider-Man facing down 5 supervillains at the Statue of Liberty and holding his own is the moment Peter Parker truly became the Spider-Man we know from the comics. The kid gloves came off, and we got to see just how skilled and powerful this version of Spider-Man really is. Peter's swinging through the scaffolding, web-slinging villains, dodging attacks from multiple directions, using his environment creatively, and doing it all while trying to cure his enemies rather than kill them. It's classic Spider-Man fighting style elevated to an insane degree. The way he handles Electro's attacks, outmaneuvers the Lizard, and goes toe-to-toe with Green Goblin shows incredible growth. What elevates this scene is the emotional weight behind it. This isn't just a superhero fighting villains, it's Peter trying desperately to save everyone, including his enemies, while processing the death of Aunt May. The combination of spectacular action and genuine emotional stakes makes this one of the best Spider-Man sequences ever filmed.
Maximum effort.
The highway sequence from Deadpool is the perfect encapsulation of what makes Wade Wilson special as a character and why his movie worked so well.
I've never said this, but don't swallow. Did I leave the stove on?
Taking on an entire convoy of armed mercenaries with just swords, guns, and weapons-grade sarcasm is peak Deadpool. The choreography in this scene is legitimately excellent.
10. Shit. 9. Bad Deadpool. 7. Good Deadpool.
Deadpool moving through that SUV, killing people in creative and R-rated ways, counting his bullets, making fourth wall breaks, it's all perfectly timed and executed. The scene manages to be both brutally violent and laugh-out-loud funny, which is the exact balance Deadpool needs. What makes this a memorable one-man army moment isn't just the action, it's Wade's personality shining through every second. He's quipping, he's improvising, he's having fun while being a one-man wrecking crew. Ryan Reynolds' commitment to the character and the stunt team's incredible work combined to create something special. Plus, that superhero landing, really hard on the knees.
You're probably thinking, my boyfriend said this was a superhero movie, but that guy in the red suit just turned that other guy into a kebab. Well, I may be super, but I'm no hero.
After being resurrected, Superman returns to the final battle in his black suit and proceeds to remind everyone exactly why he's called the Man of Steel. The moment Superman shows up and starts dismantling Steppenwolf's is the superhero equivalent of a raid boss entering the fight. Freezing Steppenwolf with his frost breath, separate the mother boxes, Henry Cavill's Superman in this scene is powerful, heroic, and exactly what Superman should be. In the darkness and struggle, Superman returns as this beacon of hope and power. It's the Superman moment fans had been waiting for since Man of Steel, and it delivered in every way.
You picked the wrong house.
Speaking of X2 delivering incredible action, we need to talk about Wolverine defending the X Mansion from William Stryker's soldiers. This is the scene that showed audiences what an R-rated Wolverine could have been, even within the constraints of PG-13 filmmaking. Logan going full berserker mode through the mansion, protecting the students, taking bullets like they're mosquito bites, and systematically taking down trained soldiers with his claws is Hugh Jackman at his best as Wolverine. The way Bryan Singer shoots this, with Wolverine emerging from shadows, the soldiers' growing fear as they realize nothing stops him, it's like watching a slasher film where the monster is the hero. What makes this so effective is the stakes. These are kids in danger. This is Wolverine's home being invaded.
I can help you. Help them.
And he responds with controlled fury. Every claw strike, every growl, every movement shows a man pushed too far who's decided nobody's getting past him. It's intense, it's satisfying, and it's the Wolverine moment that held the crown until Logan came along.
No! No! Go, I'll be fine.
But we won't.
11-year-old Mindy McCready walking into a drug den and absolutely destroying everyone inside is the moment Kick-Ass went from quirky superhero comedy to something genuinely shocking and thrilling. And yes, I said 11 years old. Chloe Grace Moretz's Hit Girl moves through that warehouse like a pint-sized John Wick, using knives, batons, and guns with lethal precision that trained assassins would envy. The choreography is insane for a child actor, and the R-rated violence makes it clear this isn't your typical superhero fare, who absolutely did not expect their day to end this way. What makes this controversial scene work is how committed the film is to the bit. Hit Girl isn't cute or precious about violence. She's been trained since childhood to be a weapon, and she's terrifyingly effective at it. The juxtaposition of a little girl in a purple wig absolutely demolishing armed criminals is darkly comedic and genuinely thrilling. It's shocking, it's stylish, and it made Hit Girl an instant icon. Fair warning though, this scene is definitely not for everyone, and the film doesn't shy away from the moral complications of a child vigilante.
We need you to come in.
Are you kidding? I'm working.
This takes precedence.
I'm in the middle of an interrogation. This moron is giving me everything. Look, you can't pull me out of this right now.
Barton's been compromised.
Natasha Romanoff introducing herself to audiences by escaping interrogation while tied to a chair is the perfect character-establishing moment. She lets these Russian thugs think they have the upper hand, and then Coulson calls, and she's done playing around. What follows is Black Widow, still tied to a chair, taking down multiple armed men using nothing but hand-to-hand combat, improvisation, and pure skill. She's using the chair as a weapon, using her captors against each other and making it look effortless. By the time she's free and standing in her heels without a scratch, you understand exactly why Nick Fury wanted her on the Avengers. This scene does so much heavy lifting for Natasha's character. She has no superpowers, no special armor, no high-tech gadgets in this moment, just training, intelligence, and the ability to turn any situation to her advantage. It's a masterclass in showing rather than telling, proving that Black Widow belongs on a team with gods and monsters through pure competence. Plus, that casual way she transitions from helpless prisoner to terrifying operative is just chef's kiss.
I need back here.
Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight gave us a Batman who operates in the real world with real-world consequences. And nowhere is that clearer than when Bruce has to take down an entire SWAT team to save hostages dressed as clowns. This is Batman at his most tactical and most conflicted. What makes this scene brilliant is that Batman isn't fighting villains here. He's fighting cops just doing their jobs who don't realize they're about to shoot innocent people. So he has to incapacitate trained law enforcement without seriously hurting them, while also stopping the Joker's actual thugs. The way Batman moves through that building, using his gadgets, his cape, his environment, taking down SWAT members with non-lethal precision while they're shooting at him, shows just how skilled he really is. Plus, that sonar vision sequence is just gorgeous filmmaking. It's Batman proving he can be a one-man army even when he's trying not to hurt the people shooting at him. Quicksilver saving everyone from the exploding X-Mansion kitchen while Time in a Bottle plays is pure joy captured on film. This scene is creative, funny, spectacular, and unlike anything we'd seen in a superhero movie before, with Pietro casually walking through frozen time, moving people out of danger, stealing someone's hat, repositioning guards, changing bullet trajectories, and just generally having the time of his life, is perfection. It turns a potentially tragic moment into the most fun scene in the entire film. What makes this such a great one-man army moment is how effortless Quicksilver makes it look. To him, he had all the time in the world to be creative and playful about it. It's showing the full potential of super speed in a way that's both technically impressive and emotionally satisfying. This scene made Quicksilver an instant fan favorite and created a standard that superhero speed sequences are still trying to match.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Before you say, but this is about one-man armies, this scene is Steve Rogers against a dozen trained Hydra agents in an enclosed space, and he wrecks them. The genius of this scene is the tension building. Steve slowly realizing he's been surrounded, the agents growing increasingly nervous, everyone knowing violence is about to happen, and then that whispered, "Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?" followed by absolute carnage. It's beautiful filmmaking. The Russo brothers choreographed this brilliantly, using the confined space to make everything feel more intense and desperate. Steve's using his fists, his environment, and pure determination to fight his way through overwhelming odds. Every punch has weight, every movement feels tactical, and when he finally breaks out of that elevator, you want to cheer. This scene became instantly iconic because it showed Captain America at his most capable and most badass. No superpowers besides the serum, just skill, strategy, and refusing to stay down.
It kind of feels personal.